What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,400 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this is possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And yes, we are living the quarantine life, darlings. However, you may be quarantining, but it's still time for a juice cleanse. All right, so I've got the founder and CEO of Bamboo Juice, the wonderful Miss Kelley Henry. Hey, Kelley.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, and I wanted to so much to you and your community for having me, for talking to me, and for spreading the word on health and wellness, because I think it's so important. So wanted to first thank you very much for having me and for spreading the word.
Absolutely. Now, thank you so much. So starting off, Kelley, what is the story behind how Bamboo Juice started?
Yeah, great question. So I traveled around the world for quite a long time. I studied anthropology in undergrad, so I was really interested in other cultures and how they lived their life and the types of foods that they ate. And after doing that for quite a long time, I came back to the United States, and after having visited about 40 different countries, and sort of lost my passion for anthropology and started to lead a really unhealthy lifestyle. I was eating a lot of processed food. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. I became extremely anxious, was then later prescribed to anxiety medicine, and sort of just hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
I can't really explain, sort of one single event that caused it, but it was a myriad of things that led me to hit rock bottom. And I went to a dermatologist because I had chronic cystic acne, and they took my blood, and they said, you have such a low red blood cell count, we think you're losing some blood and you need to see a doctor right away. And so that led to one thing after the next of seeing one doctor to another and getting no answers about what was going on. And I came across the work of Dr. Max Gerson. If your listeners haven't heard of him, I highly recommend looking him up. But what he's known best for is his juicing. So he's had really profound results with cancers and autoimmune diseases. And after reading his book, his work really resonated with me, and I thought at the time I had nothing to lose, and nobody is able to give me any answers right now. I was taking several prescription drugs and feeling worse and worse. So I started to incorporate some of Gerson's stuff into my daily routine, and the first thing was juicing. So I just thought, why not? I have nothing to lose, and I started juicing, and one thing after the other led to me leading a healthier lifestyle, which totally changed my life. Wow. So when I came to Atlanta, when I was in Atlanta, there wasn't anyone that was making high-quality juice. So that's one thing that Gerson taught me was not all juice is created equal. And so if you're not drinking a high-quality medicinal-grade juice, then it's not really going to change your health. And so I was juicing for myself during this time of trying to heal my own body of the chronic fatigue, the anxiety, and the cystic acne. I started juicing for myself using Gerson's technique, and I would juice it in my mom's kitchen, and I would put the juice in a fridge in her garage, and friends and family would come pick up some of the juice, and they would leave money in a little mailbox.
Oh.
And that's how it started. It was crazy. Like, I had no intention of creating this large juice company, but I just think that when you start doing something with love and passion, it's almost like the universe just sort of sets it up for you. So, so it started out of my mom's kitchen, juicing for myself, friends and family taking some and leaving me an extra $5 or $10. And then I rented my own industrial kitchen and was juicing. I would do all the juicing myself. I set up a little website by myself. I would do all the delivery by myself. And after about 9 months, Serenity Farms approached me and wanted a type of juice company there. They have a huge focus on health and wellness. Mm-hmm. And when we partnered 5 years ago, once I partnered with them, sort of everything blew up and got bigger than I had ever intended or dreamed. So that's how it all started. It's a long story, but yeah, that's how it all started.
Awesome. And for people that are unaware, or maybe they've never done a cleanse before, because I've done a few juice cleanses in my time. I haven't kept up on it, which I actually need to get back to. So Bamboo Juice is going to see me soon. But for people that are unaware, what does a juice cleanse actually do for the body?
Yeah, so it sort of depends on what you're using the juice cleanse for. A lot of people use, if you're a regular juicer, a lot of people use juicing as sort of like intermittent fasting. So you do it one day a week, and it helps reset your body and sort of remind your body of how little calories you need to actually feel good and optimize your health. So a lot of times we overeat, and we think we need more calories than we do, and we don't. And so that's the first thing that a lot of people do that's really popular among us, is just sort of like a weekly reboot intermittent fasting. The second thing that cleansing can be really helpful for is detoxing the body. So if you have had a weekend where you've indulged, or maybe you consumed alcohol, if you can do a 1 day or a 2 day reset of just doing juices and moving out some of that old gunk that you've taken in your body for over the past few days, it can be huge for, again, resetting the body, boosting your energy levels, helping your immune system operate at optimal levels. So that's another great thing. And then thirdly, the most important aspect of cleansing that we promote is cleansing seasonally. And cleansing seasonally, that would be my first choice for everybody, is just committing to a cleanse 4 times a year, so once every season. And if you can commit to cleansing for 3 days, 4 times a year, so at the beginning of spring, summer, fall, and winter, what that's really going to do is keep your immune system in optimal condition. And that's what I personally do as well. So our systems become overwhelmed by constantly digesting food, constantly repairing tissue, healing any ailments that we might have. And so if we can rest our bodies and just take in few calories and allow our digestive systems to rest and really put all of our energy into healing our body and keeping our immune systems well, I would say that's the most important, and that's where cleansing can be the most beneficial, is a 3-day cleanse seasonally.
Yes.
So those are sort of the 3 things that we promote with cleansing that that our customers do and are most popular among our community.
Absolutely. Now that we're in this, this pandemic situation and everyone's quarantining and social distancing, have you guys seen an influx in shipping and deliveries?
Huge. I mean, I think people have, it's amazing. Our sales have grown, and it's beyond what I could have ever dreamed. But I think people are realizing how important their health is. And you can listen to any doctor, any scientist, and they will tell you that, the best way to try and avoid it is to keep your immune system in peak condition. Yeah. And, as probably most of your listeners know, juicing can be hugely beneficial. I mean, there's several pounds of produce in a single bottle of juice. So you're getting massive amounts of plant-based vitamins, minerals, and enzymes in a single bottle. So by just committing to 1 juice a day, you're committing to putting a massive amount of vitamins, minerals, and enzymes that are really going to help your immune system during a time when there's a virus going around that can really make you sick. So we've seen a huge influx of sales, and it's been beyond what we dreamed, and we've had to revamp a lot of our systems in order to keep up with the demand.
Yeah, so I would imagine that you guys have had to let customers know, look, shipment may take a little longer than usual. Deliveries may be a little bit more extended out than before, than, normal times. So I'd imagine that.
Yes. So a couple of days ago, we had to send out an email that, it could take 5 to 10 days. And it's not that we would juice your juice that early, but we have so many orders to fill. So all of our juice is made the same day that it's brought to you. But we can only make so much juice in a single day. So even if it takes 5 days to get to you, we're still juicing it the same day that we deliver it to you. We just haven't been able to get to it for a couple of days. We did just revamp our entire shipping system. So as of yesterday, we are now able to get out orders the same day that they are, or that the order is placed. So that's huge. And so we'll see this week how the new shipping system goes. We use FedEx for out-of-state shipping, and then we do our own delivery in Atlanta. But so we're hopeful with this new system. It's a flash freezer for the FedEx order. So we're hoping with this new system, people can get their juice faster. And so that's the hope. So we'll see. We started this week, and we're hopeful that everyone can get juice faster, and they don't have to wait a week like we were having to do when this whole thing first started.
Yeah. Now, last but certainly not least, what recommendation could you offer to anyone that has never juiced before and they're looking to boost their immunity?
Yeah, so I would, sort of like I mentioned before, I would commit to one juice a day, and I would commit to a juice that tastes good to you. So if you are going to force yourself to drink some pure celery juice that you think tastes disgusting, it's not going to be sustainable, and you're going to quit after about a week. But if you choose something that you really love, like let's say, for example, everyone loves our lemon ginger. It's extremely immune boosting, and it tastes good. And so if you say, I'm going to commit to one lemon ginger a day, it can be huge for your immune system, and it's going to be something that you commit to long term.
Yeah.
And the great thing about juicing is that as you become more familiar with these massive amounts of plant-based vitamins, minerals, and enzymes in your daily diet, you'll notice that you'll start your sweet tooth will start to curb a little bit, and you'll be able to start drinking some of the greener juices that you thought you hated before. So when I first started juicing, I thought celery juice or any of those green juices without fruit were disgusting. And then when I started getting used to juice, now I can't drink the juices with fruit because they're too sweet for me. So anyways, I would recommend one juice a day, something that you love, that tastes good to you, that feels good to you. Even if it's, someone like my dad, he doesn't like juice very much, but he can commit to a half a juice. So even if you only commit to half a juice a day, but some types of daily practice that's sustainable for your body and sustainable for your wallet is going to be huge for you. And it's all about finding a daily practice that works for you, because if you try and drink 10 juices a day or something like that, you'll just burn out. So I always tell people, listen to your body, listen to what you can afford, what feels good for you, and stick with that and make that commitment. And that will make a huge difference in your immune system. And that's what happened to me. Was I started with one juice a day, and I was like, this tastes really good. Like, I'm just going to do this. And then I could drink 2 juices a day. And then I started to really, after a few months, really notice a difference in my health.
Gotcha. Wow, Kelley, thank you so much for joining us today and dropping some knowledge on the people. We appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so appreciative that you reached out, and I'm so appreciative that you invited me to come on. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and let everyone know, Kelley, the best way to get in contact with you guys and to order their juices.
Yeah, so the best is our website. So bamboojuices.com. Juices is plural. And everything is on the website. Any information that you want to know about the company, any information you want to know about shipping, delivery, it's all there. And, that's the best place to find us.
All right. Sounds like a bet. Much more success to you and your team, 2020 and beyond. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life, so much better. Until next time, you guys.